Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we're back for some more of the Persona 4 Golden Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, it looks like Naoto's expiration date is going to be coming close within our time of the said episode for today. Now, mind you, I did go and do some research, so it actually is going to be on the October 5th. So, if you have been going and doing a whole bunch of other different things so far before even heading off into the dungeon, this should be the proper time for you guys to go and do this as quickly as you can, because once that October 5th day actually does happen, and when you have to go and jump into October 6th right after, you could be running on into a game over if you don't even do anything within that said area. But within these two videos for today, not only are we just going to be doing out here with the course of Persona 4 Golden, but we're also going to be having to jump on into with some other stuff of the said Pac-Man World Repack for the Prox Guide. This time around, we are going to be jumping into World 2. This is going to be known as the Ruins, and we are going to be having to fight off with a boss known as Anubis, which that is going to be somewhat of a hard type of boss for us, specifically because from what I have seen is that this guy is pretty annoying with his different attacks that are going to be happening, and hopefully we should at least somewhat be okay for what that type of said boss battle is going to be. But for right now, we're just going to be here playing some Persona 4 Golden, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. And as you guys just went and witnessed, is that we just went and head all the way back over here to the Velvet Room once again to see if there is any type of poems that Marie does have, and we just went and read another one of those. And again, she is going to be a little bit blushing as well, just because the fact that we're just reading more of her poems, even though that now, since we are having that intimate relationship between Marie and ourselves at this point in time, I don't know if she's gonna probably be a little bit more excited that we are reading throughout those type of poems there, like each individual type of time that we go and jump on into something like that there. So we just went and just did the Aya challenge here, got a little bit more extra boosting of stuff, and it seems like we did get ourselves with a little bit more extra diligence, which that's always good. I know that we haven't really seen any type of boosting of diligence for quite a while, but I thought we were already maxed out at that point in time, but it doesn't really seem like that's going to be the case, so there's still going to be more diligence to get increased as well. And not only that, but of course we are doing some more of those enveloping stuff, since now we already went and completed off with the said model within our room, and we still haven't really went and put it out on the shelf yet to show our accomplishment from that there yet, but it's okay. But it seems like the midterms are going to be starting pretty soon. I think that is going to be starting around on the 14th or something around within there. So just be prepared to go and do some studying within the game. But again, mind you, you don't really need to do the actual set studying. We can just go and just look right through the actual set answers anyways, and basically somewhat get the answers from there. But let's go and check out our harvesting of plants, and it seems like some veggies are going to be able to get harvested once again. I know that unfortunately for right now we don't really have any other type of veggies at the moment, but when there is a time where I will possibly go and buy out some more of them, I will of course try to add them as we go along, because the more type of veggies that we're going to be able to grab, the better it is for other type of said dungeons that may possibly get used, because there are some really good effects that will happen within those type of berries though when we bring them into the TV world. And now here is another one of these funny type of things as well, because since we are not going to be really going out of our way to well, basically use any type of tools, we're just going to have to use our umbrellas to just kind of just stare at the actual said veggies while they just get pulled out from there for what's going on for that. So here we go, back over to the Midnight Channel, and we'll see if anything else is happening. I know that Naoto is still getting recovered at this moment, so seems like everything should be okay now. Hopefully there's nobody else that is going to be getting dragged on into there. But I know that that won't be happening for quite some time. Like Nanako and Marie, we're still going to have to wait a little bit for that. But let's go and check around outside, and let's see what's happening over in the shopping district area. Huh, well that's a weird voice. Again? Huh. Yeah, well you know what? We always kept on, well, so far we've always been, getting this guy's plan all kind of messed up, right? So, seems like he's going to be getting himself a little bit more angry and a little bit more frustrated at the fact that we keep on messing up his plans there.
Thanks to all of you. I'd like to thank you.
So it looks like Naoto is all better.
Don't mention it.
And this is where a little bit later on throughout this episode is that we are going to have to get all the partners all examined for some sort of like type of checkup. You guys know how like sometimes you have to go to like your local family doctor, and sometimes you always want to get that physical. Well, it seems like everybody is going to get a physical anyways, just so the fact is that Nato's a little bit scared, because she just thinks that like since we've been through the TV area for quite a while, there could be some sort of symptoms that may possibly be showing up within our area or some sort of part of our body. But mind you as well, of course, we don't really know too much about with Teddy either, so hopefully there's maybe at least some sort of clues that are going to happen with him, and maybe the reason why that he has turned himself into the human form as he is now here within the real world that's going on here. And pretty soon, I do want to say that for right now is that Friday Night SmackDown is going to be coming around pretty soon, and I'm excited to see what that is going to have to behold from there. I know that they're still kind of going off with all the things that are happening afterwards, since like the whole bad blood stuff that's going on. So intrigued to see if there is going to be any more of the solo situation with the whole bloodline that's going on, which I'm pretty sure that there is going to be.
Just as alarm bells sounded in my mind, someone grabbed me roughly from behind.
So now we get to know a little bit more about this whole stuff about what is going on within the whole TV world, about what type of creature or whoever it is that is bringing these people on over into it. So Natsu's basically explaining that she got herself, like, I guess, kidnapped by some sort of dude with putting a bag over her, and then she was just basically, like, took right on into the actual said TV world. So at least we kind of know exactly how things are kind of happening within our time. And it seems like not only that, but somebody went and used some sort of like chemical or something to try to put her to sleep, but unfortunately the chloroform did not really work, which I'm pretty sure that that's what they're kind of meaning by that.
It's after that things get murky.
So after that, she doesn't really know anything else afterwards, which that kind of sucks. So at least we're just slowly kind of building up with some things, so for the time being.
So you were immediately thrown inside the TV after being kidnapped.
Oh, could there have been a TV on the side of the road?
I don't really think so. Maybe it just depends on exactly where, well, maybe inside Nacho's TV inside the house, maybe, because like she did go and kind of bring up the topic that somebody went and rang the doorbell. So that's the only thing that I can only think of. You can't just really hop into a TV anywhere, right?
And going by the surrounding circumstances, my kidnapping and everyone else's were near identical.
So if everybody's identical, then something has to at least be something in that type of proof right there, right? Yeah, King Mora was the only one thing that has still been on everybody's mind. That's the only one type of situation that has literally been the one type of situation where it's just been like the outlier out of everything.
The question remains though as to how Kubo learned of that world.
Yeah, and that's what we still need to know, is how exactly Kubo was able to go and meet up with this said stranger.
He didn't understand the other world as well as
I have a feeling that at some point we are going to have to meet up with Kubo again. And I think maybe we'll probably have to meet him inside a jail cell at some point, and maybe he'll probably at least somewhat know about what's going on. But I don't know if he could probably be in the right state of mind at this point, since he has had, well, probably since the whole situation with the whole TV world afterwards.
The bizarre condition of the corpses that caused such commotion is probably because they died on the other side. It's a simpler explanation than figuring out why the killer would risk disposing of the bodies in such a way.
Yeah.
Which means their inexplicable condition of being...
Because, like, we don't really know too much about that, because it just seems like the bodies that we have seen so far, you know, with, like, that announcer lady, I think that was, like, the first of many of them, and then, of course, with King Moron, you know, they just kind of just got dropped out of nowhere and just literally got placed for whatever type of situation that they were at. One was like on a telephone wire, one was like on some sort of like, I guess some sort of other type of like radio system or something.
The police won't readily concede that they made false charges. All the more so if the accused is a juvenile. In fact, the overwhelming sentiment with the police force is to end this case with his arrest.
And then that's where they kind of want to just make sure to just kind of close the book at this point. They don't really want to continue onwards anymore because it seems like they already went and solved it. But we already know that we're going to have to put our own type of noggins to some good use to at least go and solve out this case. Because the cops are not going to really go and do anything. They're just there to kind of just do their own job and get their own information on what they want.
To tell you the truth, I was really scared. I'm sorry.
Huh. So Naoto was actually scared throughout this whole entire experience, huh?
Don't forget, Naoto-kun is younger than us, and she's a girl.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that's what we just found out a little bit of a while ago. If you guys haven't went and checked out with this whole entire Let's Play, is that we kind of realized that now it kind of makes sense. Because, you know, like, we already have, like, Kanji, we have Yosuke, we have us, right, and Teddy. And then that's us for 4. And then, of course, then we just have, like, Rize and Yukiko and Chie. And then that kind of just leaves out one other person. So you would probably think that, yeah, it would probably have to be with Naoto, so... Now we already went and figured it out. So now it seems like everything is now even up with each of the individual gender of characters out here. But hey, at least now Naoto will finally join alongside within group, and maybe we could go and potentially use her for some sort of dungeon exploration at some point. Which that would be fun, and maybe we could go and do some social linking with her at some point down the road. Oh, and there we go. And of course, now, yep, of course, we have to go and do the good old tradition type of thing. Just make sure to go and pass everybody some new glasses, just so that they can make sure that they can go and see the whole TV world. So now we can go and pass it over to Naoto there.
Wow, what a nice girl.
So far, my reading week has been doing pretty good so far. If you guys are wondering or wanting to know, I just went and already cleared out on one of my special homeworks that I have to go and take care of for the reading week. I still have one more that I still need to go and do. Even though that this one is going to be a little bit of an interesting one. Because apparently I'm, like, for me, like, I have used Adobe Audition before, but it's just that there's, like, some other type of key things that I kind of have to go and learn about, because I don't think I've ever got myself taught, I don't think, in the time of, within the way of Adobe Audition. So hopefully, everything is going to be okay within that type of assignment. Apparently that assignment is like something to get discussed about how, like, I've never been scared by something, which the only thing that I can only think of that when I was actually scared was probably like going on roller coasters the first time, but that's basically about it. I don't really know if there's anything else in my life that I have been ever so scared in my life, but we'll think about something at some point.
Might be a good first step in figuring out what Teddy is.
So yeah, so now, since I went and kind of brought the topic, is that Naoto is actually talking about everybody getting a physical at this point in time. So we're going to be learning about some interesting things, let's just say that, about what's going on with some of the different characters that are out here. I don't know why, but I know that from this type of particular segment that's going to be happening here, we're going to be learning about the female anatomy, I want to say, for the time being. That's going to be happening out here.
Her height's a big giveaway, though.
Well, you know, with all that detective work and with hanging out with a lot of different adults, I guess she's finally mature as it is compared to us, so. Let's go and finally head on over to that said doctor's place, and let's see how everybody is doing. Maybe there could be something of some sort of certain situation with everybody, but.
Forward to getting into some gigantic machine and being spun around.
Was there really a...
Well, I don't think that gigantic machine is going to be any use, Kanji, because I think that's only meant for if people are going to get, like, x-rayed, or if somebody is going to have to, like, do some sort of more important emergency. I don't really think a physical you even are allowed to even do some sort of x-ray, can you? Normally they just do, like, other stuff.
I even had them take an X-ray, but nothing came up on it.
Oh, okay, maybe.
No matter
Maybe
how
that
many
is
times
something
we
for
tried,
physical-wise.
It would always be too blurry to read. A visual examination and standard palpations indicated that he seems perfectly normal. Since the machine could be malfunctioning,
So it seems like Teddy is just a normal human being, but it's just very weird that he's like in this type of state and not really in his bear form, though.
So he is different.
Oh my, what should I do? They took a look at everything inside me.
She just said they couldn't see anything on the X-ray.
Of course, now we got ourselves with Teddy just being more of a creeper than he actually has to be.
We know as much about Teddy as we do those personas and shadows.
Oh yeah, I tried looking them up at the library and on the net. Persona means
Well, yeah, you could always go and do that on Google. It seems like they're kind of breaking the fourth wall as well, too, kind of learning about what a persona or a shadow is. You could just literally just go onto the internet and just search up a persona or a shadow and get the actual information on what they actually do go and talk about there.
I performed my own research after the incident. Persona and shadow are common psychological terms. Of course,
Like,
the
persona
ones
is just basically just like a more shorter form of like, I think it's like more so of like a personality or something like that.
I happen to come across. A shadow is suppressed power, and when controlled by one's ego, it becomes a persona.
It becomes a persona? What does that mean? They're basically the same thing? Well, then
I
again,
guess
all the
so,
shadows
maybe.
we beat the shit out of did turn into personas. Who cares about the details?
Well, yeah, because every of those type of shadow clones that we've seen, they have actually went and turned themselves into a regular persona afterwards.
Still, I couldn't find any information on how they're related to the other world.
There's so much stuff about us that we don't have a clue about.
There's some things we do know.
Oh my god. Yes, and this man actually has everybody's, like, type of the examinations of all the stuff that's been going on out here so far.
Shown to the world, so
Oh my god. This man literally snuck it out. He has all the information.
I'll break the ice by announcing the results of everyone's physical exam.
Oh my god.
No, you won't! Give them to me now!
Ooh, first place in the shortest legs division is? Huh, who would have guessed?
Well, who would that be?
It's not me, is it? Hey, what kind of things did they examine anyway? Look, if you're gonna blab at all, you might as well tell us the girl's measurement.
Oh my lord. Alright, well there goes it.
Complete nutter, moron!
Sure, go right ahead. My profile's been public knowledge for ages. Oh, but my bust size is 2 centimeters smaller than they print. My agency insisted.
No! Don't say mine!
Aw, I bet guys won't care what size you are, senpai. And having modestly sized breasts like yours would definitely make it easier to wear a kimono.
What?
Oh yeah, Naoto-kun's in here too, huh? Let's see. Naoto-kun's is... Huh? Is this for real? Wait, isn't this measured wrong?
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Yeah.
the important thing
Maybe
is
we should probably not really know.
Nothing's wrong with our health, so we won't be needing these anymore. I'm going to go shred them.
Damn. We'll never know. We'll never know what Naoto's breast size is going to be. Damn, no.
After all that, they found out nothing about me. I wonder what I really...
Maybe at some point when we go and do like social linking with Naoto at some point,
Yeah.
maybe that will probably be a situation that may happen at some point. But anyways, I think it's going to be about time where we're just going to have to go and end off with the episode pretty much soon. And it looks like we got ourselves with a brand new move out here for said Teddy. So that Maru Kunda move, I think right there, that's going to be all meant and used for how to, like, I think, like, decrease, I think, somebody's attack or something around there. So we're going to just have to just switch that around and just add that to it later. Well, it looks like we actually got ourselves like a much better type of healing move afterwards. But anyways, see you guys in the next one, and this is where we're going to have to end it off here. And of course, peace.